people are earning more money than ever before. Personal income went up more than 15% these last 3 years. In 2003, the state treasurer is in the worst mess at least since the Depression, with a $720 million budget hole. Yet that same year, state appropriations for our universities were cut 7%. Community colleges were cut 16%. And state funding for drug enforcement had been cut 42%. We've turned around the state's financial condition. We've now had 2 years in a row of significant surpluses, and this fiscal year will show another large surplus. In fact, we've rebuilt the state's rainy day fund back to where it was under Governor Kirk Fordyce. And we did it without raising anybody's taxes. We got control of spending, something that was long overdue. But we didn't control state spending by shortchanging our priorities. The number one priority for Mississippi, for our state government, is education. Education is our number one economic development issue, and education is our number one quality of life issue. Since I've been governor, Mississippi has seen record spending at every level of education. State appropriations for our K-12 schools this year have increased by $529 million since I've been governor. That is the largest increase in K-12 spending under any governor in any 4-year period in the history of our state. Our school teachers this year will be paid an average of nearly $43,000, a more than 20% increase in these 4 years. Yes, ma'am. Our universities, which were cut 7% under the Musgrove administration, have received a 32% increase since I've been governor. Again, the largest 4-year increase ever. And our community colleges, which were cut 16% in the last administration, have received a 52% increase in state funding, including more than doubling what we spend on workforce development and job training. But not only have we funded education at record levels, we've begun serious education reform. It's not enough simply to spend record amounts on education. The real key is to make sure we're getting our money's worth for the more than $4 billion a year that is spent in our public schools. Like education, we've made law enforcement a top priority. We've given our highway patrolmen record pay raises. We passed the castle law to make sure you can protect yourself in your own home. We passed new laws to crack down on felons who commit crimes with guns. Longer mandatory sentences for gun crimes. But these laws have no negative effect on the constitutional right of law-abiding citizens to keep and bear arms. I'm for criminal control, not gun control. The other great key to getting the state's financial house back in order is economic growth. More people working and making more money than ever before. We've had record job creation, and it's been achieved with higher quality, better paying jobs. Toyota's one great example. It's received a lot of attention because Toyota's new plant was the most sought after economic development project in the United States this year. And it's going to be built in Mississippi. This huge Toyota plant will bring in lots of suppliers with large investments and many more jobs. In fact, the first Toyota supplier was announced at 9 o'clock this morning. Toyota Auto Body, a major Toyota partner in Japan, will build its first plant ever in the United States, and that plant will be located in North Mississippi. This will be a $180 million capital investment and 260 jobs in phase 1. But it's more of what we've been seeing. Severcore and PACCAR in Columbus. Navistar International in West Point. PSL North America at Port Bienville, General Electric at Batesville, and Tower Automotive in Meridian. Raytheon's expansion at Forest will add 150 new jobs, and ATCO Brands is adding 330 jobs in Boonville. Ergon and Bungie are investing $100 million in an ethanol plant in Fitchburg, while Mississippi Power will build a $1.8 billion coal gasification plant just across the way in Kemper County. Howard Industries and Laurel's added 1,000 new jobs since the hurricane. Corrections Corporation's new $105 million facility will be built at Natchez, and its Tutwiler facility expanded, while the federal government has begun a new $100 million expansion in Yazoo City. Bearing Point Sophisticated Service Center in Hattiesburg will soon be joined by a similar Comcast facility, a 600-employee advanced solution center in Madison. Higher paying jobs, incredible private and public investment in Mississippi, unprecedented. And these result from aggressively implementing strong, responsible economic development programs. And as long as I'm governor, rip-offs like the beef processing plant are history.